Abisai stay fly to the sky. AKA Jordan Gems, AKA Slim Thick Baddie, AKA I handle my business and you do yours over there. Anybody got a problem? And I mind my business. I stay in my own lane, right? So yes, choices. Blades of Light and Shadow, Book 2, Chapter 3. San. Merci beaucoup. Even though I took French class, I forgot the numbers. It's been such a long time ago. Anyway, the priestess and the rogue. With 2 of your party recovered, you search for the 3rd, only for trouble to find you first. So if you're new, welcome to the channel, welcome to my antics, welcome to me storytelling. I do a lot of different gaming and do my music. EP is on the way. I'm gonna keep on saying, I know the people in the back are gonna be like, what you talking about, an EP? Yes, an EP. So yeah. Hit the like button, share the video, join Vigilante Squad. Thank you for supporting. Let's get this story going. You stand in the Temple of Light, shocked and overjoyed to see your friend rushing towards you. Erica, it's really you! It's really me. She throws her arms around you, squeezing you tightly. I missed you so much! I missed you too. She pulls back and studies you. You haven't changed a bit. I say the same, but look at your hair. It's so cute. Her face flushes and she raises a hand to touch it. Oh, well, it was just always getting in the way. I know how it feels. Especially when, look, you do all this. He's like, you have to come up with something new. That's why I said, let me get my shortcut, get that Halle Berry going. Yes. Put some respect on her name. I see you're still beautiful as ever, helping people with the temple. What else would I be doing? It's just nice to see the same things are the same. I'm still getting used to people looking to me for advice. I'm terrified I'm going to say something wrong and mess everything up. After a moment, she looks past you and spots Tyrell. Oh, Tyrell! I didn't realize you were back. How are you? I'm well, Nia. Thank you. The crowd begins to disperse, and Nia gestures to a bench across the room. Let's sit, and you can tell me what's going on. The 2 of you take a seat while Tyrell hovers warily nearby. It's truly a long story, but the gist of it is that I just got back a day ago, and I'm going to need your help. Of course, whatever you need, I'll be there. Thank you, Nia. I knew I could count on you. We'll need to find Amal next. Have you seen him? Last I've heard, he was looking into an artifact owned by the noble who lives at Thurgood Manor. Looking into? Is a delicate way of putting it. Tyrell, you tried to steal a feather from a flying monster yesterday. You don't get to judge. You did what? I'll see what I can find on Mal and report back. He departs, leaving you and Nia alone. He said, I know. I'm not gonna say nothing else. I'm just gonna walk away now. It It'll be easier to go over all the details once we get everyone together. But to sum it up, the woman who kidnapped me wants to conquer the white light realm, and she needs me to do it. So she kept you prisoner for a year? It didn't feel like a year to me. I was unconscious for most of it. Oh, Erica, that's horrible. But we could talk more about that later. I want to know what you've been doing. See, no, Erica, that's trauma right there. That's a lot of trauma to unpack. Think about it. She said a year, that's a long time. A lot of things can change in a year. Think about 9 years. 9 years. 9 years. A lot can change in 9 years. You'd be like, what the heck? I don't know who's who. What happened? Like, oh my gosh. Nia folds her hands in her lap, looking down at them. Well, when you were kidnapped, I came back to the Temple of Light. I figured they would have information about the Shadow Realm. But all I found was Sorlene's influence and corruption lingering everywhere. I wanted to change that, to make it a better place. One that could spread healing through the world and repair places marred by shadow. Marred by shadow? You mean like the Deadwood? Yes. Bringing light back to that forest, looking out for those in need. That's what the temple's meant to do. And though that's what you would have wanted to. And I thought that's what you would have wanted too. I just hope I've been doing right by everyone. Nia. All those people seem to think so. And you don't have to be perfect. As long as you know. As long as you know your intentions, right? You're bound to make mistakes. Everyone does. But that doesn't mean you're not making a positive difference. Because you are. She mulls that over and then nods slowly. Thank you. It's so nice to have someone to talk through all of this with again. Okay. Let's see, what will I do today? Diplomacy, combat, survival. I feel like I need I'm gonna do combat for right now. No. Return to categories. I see. I need some diplomacy. Because I wouldn't have been able to say that. Inspire, intimidate. Gain some insight. Anytime. Oh, I have missed you, Erica. She squeezes your hand tightly. A middle-aged man dressed in modest clothing approaches, his expression torn between hesitation and determination. Priestess? I don't mean to interrupt, but if I could, a moment of your time? Nia gestures for him to come closer, and he nervously complies. How can I help? It's my daughter. She's been sick. At first she was just complaining of being tired, but now she can hardly move from bed. We can't afford to call on the doctor or visit an apothecary. Oh no! That's terrible! I'll come at once. As Nia gets to her feet, she pauses and looks back at you. Would you like to accompany me, Erica? I found another set of eyes. It's always helpful. Well, I did get that new vision, so I probably can help out. I think you just don't want to let me out of your sight. You caught me. I'd rather not part from you again so soon if I don't have to. Part of me still feel like this is a dream, and if I blink, I'll disappear again. You'll disappear again. Help Nia with her priestess duties to gain a useful item and get a moment alone together to make up for lost time. I sure should. I sure will. That's my bestie. What? 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 Wonderful. The man's shoulders were hunched with dread, but now they slumped from sheer relief. Follow me, please, this way. You and Nia followed the man through the winding lanes of white towers and slums to a small, run-down home. Inside, a tired-looking woman greets you with a nervous smile. Thank you so much for coming. You don't know how much it means to us. A young girl hides behind her mother's skirts, and Nia bends down to greet her. Hello, my name is Nia. I'm a priestess.
I know who you are. You come to take me away to live in the temple.
Sweetheart, that's not...
But I don't want to go. You can't make me.
The girl makes a run for the other side of the room, only to stumble and nearly collapse, her mother catching her and leading her over to the bed. I told you not to strain yourself. You're taken aback by the depth of the girl's fear, but Nia doesn't seem surprised, only sad. I'm not here to take you away, I promise.
I don't believe you.
Why do you think we're going to take you away?
Because it happened to Josephine. Some people from the temple came to her house, and he took her away again, and we never saw her again.
You wince, thinking of the stories Nia told you about sequestered away from society, taught to enhance her magical abilities, even as they drained her life force bit by bit. You know, we're here to help you. Nia came to find out why you're feeling sick. She's going to make you better.
She is?
I am. A tiny ball of light flares to life in her palm. She flexes her fingers, and it grows larger and floats up off her hand.
Wow! That's amazing!
So what do you think? Is it okay if Nia helps?
I guess. I don't think someone pretty could be bad, so she must be good.
That's... Nia's cheeks darken, and she clears her throat before she kneels beside the girl with another smile. I'm going to close my eyes and use a little magic, all right? It won't hurt at all, I promise. She holds out both hands, light gathering between them. It washes gently over the girl, bathing her with a gentle glow, and Nia frowns. What did you find? Is she okay? There's some kind of influence on her. It feels like shadow magic. Shadow magic? Here? It doesn't make any sense, but... Can you remove it? Yes, but unless we also remove the source of the influence, it'll simply happen again. So we just have to figure out what's magical in this house. Shouldn't be too hard. You take a look around the small space, noting the trap door in the ceiling and sparse furniture, which includes 2 beds and tables and chairs. And a table and chairs. What's in the attic? Under her bed. New around here. You would think I would think the attic, because you know what? I was sitting here and catching reruns of The Grudge. Of The Grudge. Bless you. Thank you. Here, go that. Bless you. Thank you. So yes, I would think the attic, because I was thinking about The Grudge, and I was like, dang, it was like The Grudge 2, And those girls were bullying her into the closet. They bullied her in the closet. And they sit here and went into a haunted house. And she didn't want to go. She should have listened to the first instinct. Don't go in that house. 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 Okay, don't go in that house. Don't even go. They ain't your friends. They ain't your friends. You thought because they was I don't know. You thought they was the popular ones. They still gonna sit here and be. Sometimes it don't always be like that. Girl was over here. I'm done. Let me go. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead. That scream was terrifying. She was traumatized. And she was traumatized. Very little. I don't think we even been up there in months. Could something be living up there? There are some holes in the roof, but we haven't heard any noises. So it's probably not that. Nia asked the girl thoughtfully. I wonder, did you find anything recently?
There was one thing. It was so shiny and beautiful and lonely. I couldn't leave it behind.
The girl beckons you over to her bed. You kneel down and reach under, feeling around. Then your fingers close up and suddenly you feel your legs buckle. Oh! Shaken with sudden fatigue, you pull out an iridescent rock. It throbs in your palm, and you almost collapse completely as the glimmering pulse grows. Erica! Nia snatches the stone from your hand, suspended in the orb of light above her palm. What is that thing? How are you not affected by it? It's a drain stone. I'm suppressing its magic with my own. If it's shadow magic, why is it so colorful? I don't know. All the other drain stones I see have been black or gray, or sometimes red or purple. What's it been doing to our daughter? It siphons life energy from those who touch it, or whoever passes nearby. And she was sleeping on top of it.
Am I dying?
That's why we're here. To destroy what's ever hurting you. I'm not sure we can destroy it, but if we pour enough magic into it, it should return what's it stolen. She turns and offers a comforting smile to the young girl. And you should feel all better. See, if I had my powers too, it would have been all like, all I would have to do. Let me tell y'all something. All I have to do is just give me a moment. She closes her hand tightly around the stone and draws from the light. Before long, her entire arm begins to shake. Pure light streams to her fingers, so bright and pure, you almost have to look away. Then, whoa! You squint against a blinding flash of pure energy, immediately followed by a flare of shadow that disappears like mist. And then a wave of something strange, electric and unseen. You turn to Nia and ask her what it was, but she's focused on the girl, who immediately perks up, the color already returning to her cheeks. How do you feel?
So much better. Thank you.
She throws her arms around you in an exciting hug, then turns to her parents.
Can I go outside and play now, please?
Her mother beams while her father quickly swipes a tear away from his cheek. Of course you can. Just don't bring home any more strange rocks. She skips away, and her parents turn to the two of you. How can we ever thank you for what you've done without your intervention? I'm just glad I could help. You stay for lunch, won't you? We don't have much, but it's the least we can do. You know what? Look, I wouldn't mind. I would not mind. I wish we could. No, Erica. No, I wouldn't mind. I don't want to be greedy like that. I was just like, I wouldn't mind just seeing like what y'all was gonna make. I wouldn't mind. You already got this. You already like. I wouldn't mind. Look, when I say you better eat your food, especially for somebody who's on the other side of things, eat your food. Then we won't keep you, but thank you again. And if you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to ask. We'll help however we can. As you leave their home, Nia looks down at the rock in her hand. What are you going to do with it? It will recover soon and start draining energy again. But I can suppress it as long as I keep it with me. Won't that hurt you? Not at all. I actually been overflowing with power lately. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. Yeah, I remember when she started off, she was just like, no, not even like in that kind of way. It was just like, I don't get that much energy to see her heal. She out here sitting here, boom, 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 boom. Like she over here she always could have ended the world, baby. But cause being influenced, being taken control over by somebody else. Okay. But she out here, this is her. That's right. That's my bestie. What? Probably a side effect of working in the temple again. As long as you're sure. It could prove quite useful against the enemy, you know? It's better to hang on to it. Together, you make your way down to the lakeshore. As you look out over the water, Nia sighs heavily. What's wrong? It's just that family. We helped them, didn't we? Yes, but look how much damage the temple has done. Little girls think we're out to kidnap children. Prisoners think they'll be sacrificed. It's a miracle anyone comes to the temple for help. I'm doing everything I can to set things right, but... You put her hand on her shoulder as her face falls. But I only have so much time in the day. Only so much light to use. I used to think the light could accomplish anything, but now... Hey. Screw what people think. Screw them. Screw them! Screw them nasty ass heifers. You're only one person. It'd be different if you had like everybody else. I'll be all here. I don't care. I'm still doing what I do. I'm a march on. If you marching on, you better hit that like button because you marching on. Erica! What? The temple is helping people right now. That's the reality. Regardless of what people say. If they don't accept the temple's good works, that's their problem. It's not like they're being unreasonable. I mean, you know what the temple was doing just a year ago. I mean, I understand that because that's some horrible mess. I won't even lie about that. But if we talking about right now, if we're doing what we can right now to make a better future, then that's what you do. Common sense otherwise. I've just been working so hard. I want people to see that. You don't have to do this alone, Nia. You're right. I'm sorry I got upset. Sometimes it all just feels so overwhelming. Hey. That's what friends are for. And there's no better friend than you. You always made me feel like I can take on anything. If you ask me, you can. Should we go find him out? I still have a few things to finish up at the temple, but I'll meet you all later. Mal knows where to find me. Sounds good. I'll catch up with Tyrell. That night, you and Tyrell are welcome into the Thurgood Manor after a fashion. I'm sorry, Lord Thurgood. It's not accepting callers this evening. Tell him that he has the honor of receiving the savior of Morella, of course, if he is too busy to greet a hero. The service's eyes widen as he pulls open the door and ushers you inside. Welcome to Thurgood Manor, my lord, my lady. If you wait here, I'll fetch Lord Thurgood. Thank you. Stray Gods, the musical. The servant bustles away and you raise an eyebrow at Tyrell. The savior of Morella, huh? Leaning on a bit thick, don't you think? You have been gone for a year, Erica. That is plenty of time for a legend to thrive. You might as well make use of it. Hey, you're right about that. You ponder that as you look around the room, which is stuffed full of antiques and artifacts. They hang proudly on the wall, line dozens of shelves, and perch in custom-built pedestals. Such ostentatious pride. Ostentatious pride. Ostentatious pride. Like, dang, Tyrell. Ostentatious pride. Characterized by vulgar or pretentious display designed to impress or attract notice. I'm gonna use. Look at that ostentatious heifer over there. Always trying to have her booty out. That's what they be trying to be saying about me. She thinks she easy access. He think he easy access. It. Look at it over there. Like. They say, look, at this point I heard worse. At this point I heard worse. But he gave me a new word to use. Thanks, Tyrell. And here I thought you enjoyed this kind of thing. When it is open to the public, yes. But this reminds me of the worst parts of Undermount. Why Mal would spend time here is beyond me. It doesn't seem like his sort of place, does it? But at least it tells us a bit about the man who owns it. That might make it a little easier to get the information we need. And what does this display tell you about its owner? That he's rich. I mean, if you got a room to sit here and like put all your different things that you brought and stuff, yeah. And books. I mean, I don't know what kind of books he got. I would have to look at what he got. It'd be like, maybe he is interested in history. Like, give me a title name. Tyrell raises an eyebrow, silently gesturing to the massive manor you're standing in. Okay, maybe that was obvious already. Most noblemen are wealthy. I don't imagine we'll gain much advantage from that deduction. You open your mouth to reply, but pause at the sound of footsteps descending the stairs. You both turned as well-dressed and pompous-looking man strides into the room. I am Lord Augustus Dargood, and you must be... Erica. The savior Morella. The nobleman peers at you as if you're an artifact he's considering adding to his collection. Fascinating. I thought you'd be taller. Sorry? Well, I'm quite busy tonight, but I suppose I could spare a moment for you, the savior Morella and whatnot. We don't need much time. We're looking for someone who we believe you might have met recently. Tall, rakish, handsome, brown hair. Movement above your head distracts you. You glance up and a familiar pair of brown eyes widen in surprise as Mal braces itself in the rafters. I need some more juice. And brown eyes? What the hell is he doing there? He looked as shocked to see you as you are to see him. Ah, yes. I suspect you are looking for Lord Wellesley of Riverbend. He was just here the other day inquiring about my collection, though he did not say where he was going next. That can't be him. The man we're looking for is named Mal. They're both our friends. Both? Yes, but we're not looking for Mal right now. We're looking for Lord Wellesley. They can't be very good friends of yours if you get them confused with one another. Look, they look alike. In some shape or form, they probably look alike. But they're not the same person, that's for sure. You glance back up at Mal, who moves his lips in a silent question as Thurgood drones on. And when you consider the role House Sunsquire played in training Undermounts as Stone Shapers. What are you doing here? You jerk your head toward him, indicating that you're obviously here looking for him. He mouths something else, but you can't make out the words. You have to get him to repeat it. I just have to figure out how to ask without making Lord full of himself here suspicious. This is truly a priceless artifact acquired from a private dealer in Port Parnassus. I'll ask, was Leslie looking for anything suspicious? He came to inquire about a statue in my collection. He grew quite rude about it, honestly, when I told him I wasn't interested in parting with it. I can't imagine why. Lord Thurgood peers at you suspiciously, but seems to decide you're being genuine. Indeed, my collection is beyond compare. He should have been honored about being allowed to view it at all. I must say, though, I would have expected more from the savior of Morella. Barging into my home without an invitation to badger me with questions and not even listening when I tried to answer. If you are here with ulterior motives, I'd rather you be frank about it. I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to offend. She's just quite tired from our latest quest. Hardly an excuse, but I suppose that's to be expected for someone with such common birth. Common birth? Common birth? Did most of it? I don't know. I guess I know. Look, I know my mom. I know where I came from. I don't know where everybody else come from. There's no judgment there. All I'm just saying is I know my mama. Okay. I know my mama. I know my mama. Okay. So that's all I and I know my pappy too. I probably don't speak to him, but I know my pappy too. Okay. Swallowing your anger. You sneak another glance at Mal, who holds up a leather bag. Okay, what's in the bag? Statue. He then gestures at you and Tyrell before pointing to Thurgood, then mimics sneaking and stuffing something into the bag. Of course, he's robbing the place, and he wants us to help. So, my lord, why did you collect all these artifacts? Is it just for money, or do you have another reason? You ignore Lord Thurgood's pompous droning and peek up at Mal, who looks mortally offended at your implication before mouthing, help someone. At least he's not risking his neck for money. If it's a good reason, the last thing I want is to see him caught and arrested. Not to mention, we'll be the ones who had to bail him out. Mal gives you a wide grin, followed by a wink. Trust me. Hey, at this point, he being rude. Like, see, that's why I'm like, no judgment to the big ones out here, but why you sit here and being all like that? Even big girls can be mean. Just saying. Even big girls can be mean too. Time to distract a nobleman while our friends steal his stuff. It is a shame, Lord Thurgood, that you don't know where Lord Wesley went. But since we're already here, we'd love to see more of your collection. Yeah, sure do. But of course, it's always wonderful to meet a fellow lover of history. Tyrell barely managed to stifle a disgusted sigh, and you sidle closer. Just follow my lead, okay? I have spent most of my life procuring ancient pieces of the past. I consider it a calling. Tell me more about the intricate account. And how you collect them, sir? Stone tablet, spyglass. Yeah, intricate crown. This crown belonged to the Fae Queen. Can you imagine? No. Tyrell? The Fae had no monarchy. In this design, it is clearly elven. Oh. Yes, well, I suppose that is your opinion. Well, Tyrell knows more than you. So, who was talking about? Who was saying That we were stealing other people's crowns? Right. Even I had to blink. Blink twice. Blink 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. You ooh and ah over the pieces, all the while watching Mal creep across the rafters until he's positioned over the 2nd-story balcony. And just as he drops down, Durga begins to turn his direction. Nearly breaks something. Whoops! You fake a stumble and fall against a bookshelf with a crash, and the crystal falls off the shelf. No! And you barely manage to catch it as it tumbles toward the floor. Got it! Panicking, Lord Durgood hauls you away from the shelf and snatches the crystal from your hands with an undignified squeak. My lord, I am so sorry. Please do be me more careful. You look up and Mal is gone. It seems he took full advantage of your successful distraction tactic. Which means it's time for us to make our exit. Thank you so much for the hour and your time, Lord Durgood, but we really should. A shrill piercing sound splits the air, ringing through the manor. An alarm! Ugh, so close. Mal dashes back into the balcony, followed by a handful of Lord Durgood's guards. He jumps down to your level. Lord Wellesley, what are you? He sputters for a moment as he realizes what's happening. Thief! Thief! Time to go. He grabs you and Tyrell, and the 3 of you make a break for it. The front door? Guarded. This way. You follow Mal as he leads you through the maze of hallways. What is going on, Mal? You know, breaking and entering? Well, this is breaking and exiting. Keep up, Tyrell. And what are we going to do when Lord Durgood reports that the hero Morella helped rob him? That's a good point. Don't worry. Durgood stole half of the items in his collection. The last thing he wants is a bunch of city guards poking around his house. He glances over at you with a wide grin and odds with his next words. Sorry for the trouble, kid. I should have known. I thought you knew that about me. You toss him a saucy wink and he laughs. A woman after my own heart. Run now, flirt later. You glance back to see that the guards are gaining on you. I'm open to ideas on how to ditch them. Throw a painting at him. I know I shouldn't be messing up somebody's creation, but bitch, I'm sorry. Ah! You find a painting with a heavy-looking frame and yank it off the wall and hurl it at the guards. Catch! They stop and scramble to catch it, fearful and loud. Oh. At least they know. At least, y'all better make sure to catch that painting. Shit, I already know they would have. Ooh, they would have got fired. Ooh, you know they would have got fired on the spot. I don't even care. I don't care. They would have got their head sliced probably for letting that painting get messed up. Oh man, I would not want to work for this guy. I would, and I steal everything but the floorboards. Durgood deserves not the floor. Yeah, you're right about that. You don't know what them floorboards been on. You don't know what they've been into. You turn down the short hall, and Mal rushes to a window and throws it open. Now, let's put this place behind us, shall we? Yes, please. Never wanted to be here in the first place. Go! Once you've put sufficient distance between yourselves in Thurgood Manor, you finally stop to catch your breath. I hope that statue was worth it. The statue of many faces is more than worth it. Mal pulls it out of a bag and holds it up to you. What's it do? It creates an impossibly loud screeching noise, enough to deafen if you're too close. I shouldn't think you need a statue for that. I'm sorry, I didn't read that in Tyreel's voice. Shit, I was shocked myself. It's good to see you too, elf boy. Besides, we'll fetch a nice price. But now that Erica's back, I think I better hang on to it for whatever trouble you're about to get me into. Hell, with that face and that cut, anything can happen. Anything can happen. I'm sorry, I should not have done all that. Cause I should not have done all that. Cause they already sit here saying so much about me. What about the troubles you were getting into? What the hell was you doing in there, Mal? Instead of answering, Mal puts you back into a back-pounding hug. It's damn good to have you back, Kit. Don't think that gets you out of the question. I was stealing, obviously. Some things never change. Though it looks like you do. When'd you cut off all your hair? A few months ago. White Tower summers are the worst. Why you think I try to stay near the Cardassian coast? Do you not like it? It'll just take some getting used to. It'll just take some getting used to. You know, you almost blew my cover back there. Though you made up for it by providing an excellent distraction. I did my best with what you gave me to work with, which was not much. Fair enough. But why did you want to steal the statue? Who is it that you're trying to help? You said you were helping someone, but I don't see how stealing a statue would do anything but get you some quick coin. I'm wounded, Erica. Surely you know me better than that. I could get some quick coin anywhere. I was looking for many of them. Mal, settle down. I may still be stealing, but I'm not just doing it for myself anymore. What I want to know is, why Nia sent us to that odious Lord Thurgood if you're going to rob him tonight? To be fair, she said Mal was looking into an artifact owned by Thurgood. She didn't say to talk to Lord Thurgood himself. Maybe she thought the thieving was implied. Tyrell groans and shakes his head. I wish she had simply told us what was going on. Nia's a smart girl. She knows better to say outright, and her friend is about to burgle a nobleman's home. Speaking of, we shouldn't hang around here much longer. If you meet me at my base, we can catch up. And maybe Eric can tell me where she's been and how the hell she's got back. Can't we just come with you? Best not, Kit. I make it a point not to get anyone else dragged down with me after a heist. Let me finish this up and I'll see you there. Mal gives you the address, then starts to disappear into the shadows. You call out to him. Mal. Promise me you'll be safe. Now that we're back together, I don't want anything to get in the way. Trust me, neither do I. I'll take care, Erica. After all, I know what will be waiting for me back at the base. And what is that? You. He vanishes into the shadows with his usual charming smile, and you set off into the city to find this mysterious base of his. Following Miles' directions, you find yourself deep in the slums of White Tower. People congregate in the dark shadow corners, and you feel eyes watching you and Tyrell pass. I think this is it. As you open the front door of Miles' hideout, you're greeted by more than a dozen children. They stop short to stare at you, and you stare back. Who are you? Erica! There you are! Why didn't you just have us meet you here? Today was my day to check on the children, not Miles's. That's why you had to go find him. And find me they did. Mal comes down the stairs and is immediately swarmed by the children, who pepper him with questions about his day. Mal, what did you do today? Did you fight a dragon? Did you bring me something from his hoard? Slow down. I'll tell you all about it. No, I didn't fight any dragons today. But I did have to listen to one very pompous man talk about himself a lot, which was honestly worse. So much worse. I take it they're not all yours. He throws back his head and laughs. Yeah, I'm tired. Oh, they're all mine, kid. But not in the way you mean. Oh. I took them all in, and am looking after them. But I'm not related to any of them. See what I'm saying? Family is family. Shit, Jam! Jam is excitement. Ooh, Jam. Ooh. That's all I have to say. So you really did open up an orphanage. Brought this place a few months after you disappeared. Figured to keep the kids from getting swept up by the Thieves Guild or starving on the street. Or getting abused. Okay. Especially for... I don't care, everybody get abused, but I people didn't no matter what. To see, this is why I do what I do. Because I believe in me. And I want people to believe in themselves. Whatever you want to do. It might be obstacles, but if you know that you want to be it, be it. That's all that matters. Nobody can stop you unless you stop yourself. No matter how many people try to write something that they say is true when it's not true. Unless you allow it to be. Hit the like button. They get 3 meals a day. 3 meals a day. Dang. 3 meals a day. That's great. 3 meals a day. They each have their own bed, and they're off the streets. Safe. Nia even hand-selected some priests who are on the board with reforming the temple. They come over and teach lessons, like an actual school. Nia's taught me lots of cool stuff about magic and the light. He waves his hand around excitedly as he does. A burst of dazzling light shoots out of his right hand and hits the wall. Oh my gosh. Oh no. I'm sorry. I did it again. Nia kneels next to him. It's alright. It was an accident. But uncontrolled magic can be dangerous, especially to the one using it. So what do we do? We practice our meditative exercises so we can learn control. You taught them well. Hang on. I thought the temple took any child with magical ability. They used to. I'm doing my best to stop it. If a child wants to train in the light, they can still join the temple when they're old enough to make that decision. As you should. That's right. But right now, I'm just trying to teach them control so they don't use their light without meaning to. We've been doing a lot to change White Tower, Kit. You showed us that we could. The words make your eyes burn and your chest ache. But your attention is drawn by a loud snap and a dismayed cry. It broke! My horsey broke! A young girl stands there crying over a little wooden horse. It lies in pieces in her hands. I got something even better. I would have been the fixer-upper. Because look, at this point, I'll be Bob the Builder. Be Bob the Builder seeing, oh, let me see if I can fix this up. Let me put some tape on it. It'll be okay. Oh, you got some super glue? We could use the super glue to fix up the horse. Oh, you know what? Better yet, I'm going to go out my way. Go ahead and get some wood, chop some wood up, and we going to craft up a new horse. We're going to make you one of those. We're going to polish it up, and give you like one of those straddle horses. Like you just rock back and forth. Like, yeah, that'll be awesome, man. Yeah. I got something even better. Stand back. You carefully mix several of the chemicals from your alchemy kit to create a glowing liquid that changes colors as you turn its container. You stop her and seal the flask, then hand it over. It's magic in a bottle. And it's all yours. Nia claps her hands together and raises her voice. All right, everyone, it's way past bedtime, so if you still want a story and some magic, you better get ready quick. The children scramble to sit on the floor near the fire, while Nia takes a seat on the stool in the center. Mal props himself up against the wall, while you and Tyrell find your own seats at the back. I want to hear the story. Let me tell you the story of Erica and the skeletal orc pirates. As Nia starts to narrate, she holds her hand out and conjures an orb of light while the children look on enthralled. Not so long ago, on the shimmering isles in the Cordian Sea, that's something. Like a story about me. Because, about Erica. I'm sorry. Because I'm playing the game regardless. I shouldn't apologize for that because I'm playing the game regardless. So, seeing, creating a different adventure and she's storytelling and seeing, and they never forgot their friend. Like, that's some deep-ass shit. Excuse my language. Okay? That's some deep. Cause their friend was gone for a year. Gone for 9 years. Is this a lore tablet? What's it doing here? The temple lends them out. The temple lends them out to help teach the children. See, I'm still struggling. See, I'm all in my feelings. Calm down. Looks like this one is all about light magic. Why don't you read it while Mal and I get the kids tucked in? I'm sure there's something in you find useful. After all, it sounds like we're going to be up against a lot of shadow magic soon. Yeah, for real. I'll take a look. Once the kids are settled for the night, the four of you gather around the table. Mal slumps in his chair, clearly exhausted. You look terrible, Mal. Always with the compliments, Kit. She's right. You've been working too hard. You and Nia both. We're just trying to do our part. Never mind that. What happened to you, Erica? Where have you been? I was kidnapped and taken to the Shadow Realm, and I found a new threat there. Why did I ask? I know how we can stop them, but we'll need everyone, including Immatura. Your three companions fall strangely silent, suddenly avoiding your gaze. What's wrong? Don't you know where she is? She fell off the map months ago. She had given up all hope of getting you back, Erica. She was in a bad place. I'm not even sure she wants to see any of us. Not after how we left things. Well, we'll help her. Whatever sort of dark place she's in, we'll pull her out of it. Especially if she was upset because I was missing, because I'm back now. I do think it would do her a world of good to see you again. Mal sits back in his chair and exhales sharply. I may have been keeping track of her. You have? She's been hanging around a tavern in a village a little ways outside of the city. So what are we waiting for then? It takes you the better part of a day, but you reach the village the next evening and make your way to the tavern. Okay, who's going to make sure Nia doesn't get her coin purse stolen again? Not the coin purse! Not the coin purse! You better keep them coins with you, bitch! Keep them! I think it's my turn. This is hardly the first tavern I've been to. I'm perfectly capable of handling myself. I don't see Immatura at any of the booths. Are you sure she's here, Mal? Before he can answer, a loud shout rises from a makeshift fighting pit in the middle of the room. Ah! Immatura? She doesn't seem to hear you. Your eyes focus on the strange monster on the other side of the arena about to charge. What is this? Okay, Mortal Kombat.